Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling at 3:24 a.m., wide awake while the rest of the world sleeps? Maybe your body feels restless, your thoughts won't stop spinning, or you're just wondering why sleep slips away night after night. If this sounds familiar, especially if you're a woman over 65, you're not alone and you're certainly not broken. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. isn't just a nuisance. It's your body's way of communicating something deeper, something about your physical well-being, your emotional state, and yes, even your lifestyle habits. Many older adults chalk it up to aging, but that's only part of the story. In this video, we're going to unpack 5 surprising reasons why you're waking up during these quiet hours. And more importantly, 5 simple things you can do about it. These aren't vague tips like just relax or count sheep. We're diving into real, practical steps based on science, tradition, and lived experience that can help you turn those restless hours into something calming, even meaningful. And make sure you stay with me until the end, because tip number 4 is the one most people skip, but it might be the key that helps you sleep better tonight. If you've been feeling frustrated or worried about your early wake-ups, this video is here to change that, gently, wisely, and with a bit of hope. Let's begin. 1. Don't force sleep, breathe and reset gently. It's 3:17 a.m. You glance at the clock, sigh, and immediately start doing sleep math in your head. If I fall asleep right now, I can still get 3 hours. Okay, maybe 2.5. Sound familiar? That inner panic is all too common and completely counterproductive. The more we try to force ourselves back to sleep, the more alert and frustrated we become. Here's the truth. Trying to make yourself sleep is like trying to force a cat to sit still. The harder you push, the more it resists. That tension activates your stress response. Your body starts producing cortisol, a hormone designed to keep you alert and ready to act. In other words, you're accidentally waking yourself up even more. So instead of lying there in battle mode, shift your mindset. Accept that you're awake for the moment and focus on creating calm rather than chasing unconsciousness. Start with your breath. It's the most accessible tool you have, and it works wonders when used intentionally. Try this simple method. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a moment, and then exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this for a few minutes. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest system, which signals to your body that it's safe to relax. Next, adjust your environment instead of wrestling with the sheets. Sit up slowly in bed. No need to turn on every light or fully get up. Is your pillow too flat? Are your sheets bunched up around your legs? Small discomforts can pull you out of sleep without you realizing it. Straighten the bedding, prop your pillow, or even adjust the room temperature. According to sleep experts, the optimal sleeping temperature is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's warmer or colder than that, your body may resist staying asleep. Another helpful trick: don't just lie there and stew. If, after 15 to 20 minutes, you still can't drift off, try a quiet, non-stimulating activity. You might sit in a nearby chair and visualize a calming scene: waves at the beach, a forest trail at sunrise, or any peaceful setting that speaks to you. This gentle mental imagery takes your brain off the "why can't I sleep" loop and places it in a more relaxed state. Remember, sleep isn't a switch, it's a natural process your body knows how to do. Your job isn't to force it, but to create the right conditions for it to return. So the next time you find yourself wide-eyed before dawn, don't panic. Breathe, adjust, reset. These small intentional actions can transform a moment of frustration into a quiet opportunity for healing and peace. 2. Hydrate, but smartly. It's not just about drinking water. It's 3:47 a.m. and something doesn't feel quite right. Your mouth is dry, your legs are twitchy, and your body feels oddly out of sync. Your first instinct might be to head straight to the kitchen and gulp down a big glass of water. But hold on. How you hydrate in the middle of the night matters more than you think. When we sleep, our bodies continue to lose fluids through breath, sweat, and even through dry indoor air, especially during the winter months when the heat is on. For older adults who are naturally more prone to dehydration, Due to reduced thirst signals and age-related changes in kidney function, this becomes even more important. But here's the catch. Chugging a cold glass of water straight from the fridge isn't the answer. While it may quench your thirst temporarily, the shock of cold water can stimulate your nervous system and make you feel more awake. Your body reacts to that chill by becoming alert, not relaxed. Instead, try room temperature or slightly warm water. Keep a small glass or insulated bottle on your nightstand so you don't have to get up and fully wake your system. Sipping, not gulping, is key. Think of it as soothing your body instead of startling it. Want to take hydration a step further? Consider adding a pinch of mineral-rich salt, like Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Not the iodized table kind. Just a tiny bit is enough to replenish electrolytes lost while you sleep, which helps with muscle relaxation and supports nervous system balance. Another gentle option is to add a splash of lemon juice to your water. It provides a bit of potassium, supports digestion, and gives a subtle, comforting flavor. For those who tend to wake up with a faint headache or an unsettled stomach, this simple mix can make a big difference. And here's a pro tip especially useful if you're prone to nighttime anxiety or racing thoughts. Prepare a mild herbal tea like chamomile before bed and keep it nearby in a thermos. Chamomile contains apigenin, a compound known to promote calm and relaxation. A few warm sips can ease both your mind and your body without flooding your bladder like a full glass of water might. Why does smart hydration matter so much? Because even mild dehydration can mess with your heart rate, body temperature, and sleep-regulating hormones. It's subtle, but enough to jolt you awake without a clear reason. That dryness in your mouth or tension in your calves might be your body whispering, "I need a little help." So next time you wake up parched in the wee hours, don't just drink whatever's cold and close. Hydrate with care. Sip gently, add a little mineral support, and choose warmth over shock. Your body will ease back into rest more easily, and you'll wake feeling more refreshed, not groggy and thrown off. 3. Check your emotions. It might be more than just restlessness. It's 4:12 a.m. You're not just awake, you're unsettled. There's a weight in your chest, maybe a vague sense of sadness or anxiety you can't quite name. You're not in physical pain, the room is quiet, and you didn't drink too much before bed. So why are you awake? Again, here's a truth many of us overlook. Sometimes it's not your body that wakes you up, it's your emotions. As we grow older, life gives us plenty to carry. Memories, regrets, worries, unresolved conversations, or even long-standing grief can rise to the surface during the quietest hours of the night. And because the world is still asleep, there are no distractions to drown them out. Your mind left unchecked whispers louder. Interestingly, traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, has long associated the hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. with the lungs, not just as organs, but as emotional centers, particularly linked to grief and sorrow. While Western science doesn't map emotions to body clocks the same way, it does acknowledge that early morning awakenings are often linked to stress, depression, or lingering emotional tension. Rather than ignoring these signals or brushing them off, use this time to gently check in with yourself. Start by sitting up slightly and taking a few intentional breaths. Inhalation for 4 counts, hold briefly, and exhalation for 6. Then ask yourself softly, what's really on my mind right now? The first thing that comes up, however small or unformed, is worth paying attention to. Keep a notebook and pen by your bedside. This doesn't have to be deep journaling. Just write down 3 honest thoughts or feelings. It could be as simple as, I miss my old routine, or I'm worried about my daughter, or even, I don't know why I feel this way. The act of writing pulls the emotional static out of your head and puts it somewhere safe. This process, often called emotional externalization, is supported by psychology research. Studies show that writing down feelings can lower cortisol levels, reduce rumination, and even improve sleep quality. It's not about solving anything at 4 a.m. It's about giving your emotions enough space to quiet down. Once you've written, release the moment intentionally. Close the notebook. Take 5 deep breaths. With each exhale, whisper out loud or in your mind, I release this for now. You're not denying your feelings. You're just choosing not to carry them into the rest of your night. Think of it like putting a bookmark in a heavy chapter. You'll return when you're rested and ready, but for now, peace can have its place. So the next time you find yourself awake and uneasy, remember, it might not be your bladder, your pillow, or your hormones. It might be your heart asking to be heard, and that's not a problem. That's a chance for awareness and maybe even healing. 4. Move gently. Reset your body in a positive way. It's 4:23 a.m. You flipped your pillow twice, tangled the sheets beyond recognition, and tried every sleeping position known to man. Your body's restless, your neck feels stiff, and your legs won't stop twitching. Sound familiar? Sometimes when we wake in the middle of the night, our first instinct is to lie perfectly still and will ourselves back to sleep. But the truth is, staying frozen in frustration only reinforces the tension that's keeping you awake. Think of your body like an old grandfather clock. It needs a gentle reset now and then to keep ticking smoothly. After 15 to 20 minutes of restlessness, the best thing you can do might be the opposite of what you've been told. Get moving, but gently. Start with a slow shift in posture. Sit up in bed, but don't throw the covers off or turn on harsh lights. Just this small change signals to your brain, I'm no longer stuck in sleep limbo. I'm taking charge. From here, try a few simple movements designed to calm your nervous system, ease physical tension, and invite sleep back naturally. Begin with your neck and shoulders, two areas that often tighten unconsciously. Slowly roll your neck side to side, letting your ear fall toward each shoulder. Then gently shrug your shoulders up as if trying to reach your ears. Hold for a second and release as you exhale. Repeat this 3 to 5 times. Next, give your spine some love. Scoot to the edge of the bed and lean forward in a relaxed seated fold. No need for flexibility, just let your arms hang toward your knees or the floor. This motion helps circulate blood through your back and hips, areas that stiffen when you've been lying still. Now, if your legs feel jumpy, lift each leg one at a time and lightly shake it out, almost like shaking water off your foot after a swim. It may feel silly, but it works. This helps release built-up energy and reduces that antsy feeling that keeps so many of us tossing and turning. Don't forget your hands and feet. Cold extremities can make it harder for your body to relax. Rub your hands together until they're warm, then cup them around your feet for a few seconds. Research shows that warming the hands and feet can encourage sleep by helping the body cool its core temperature, which is essential for drifting off. Throughout this routine, keep your breathing slow and steady. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. This rhythm reinforces your parasympathetic system, the part of your nervous system responsible for rest and recovery. This isn't a workout, it's a reset. Think of it as telling your body, we're not in danger, we're just between dreams. So the next time you're caught in the middle of the night frustration cycle, try movement, not in resistance, but as an act of release. Your body wants to rest. You just have to show it the way. 5. Calm your brain with sound. Let audio lead you back to sleep. It's 3:58 a.m., and your brain is sprinting like it just drank a double espresso. You're thinking about the grocery list, that awkward thing you said last week, whether the door is locked, and that doctor's appointment you forgot to reschedule. If you're over 65, this kind of midnight mind racing isn't rare, and it can sabotage even the best bedtime habits. But here's the good news. You can use sound, not silence, to help your brain let go. Contrary to what most people assume, complete silence isn't always the best sleep companion. In fact, for many older adults, a quiet room can feel too empty, too still, leaving more space for anxious thoughts to echo. The solution? Soothing, controlled audio that gently steers your thoughts back to calm. Let's start with pink noise. While white noise gets all the attention, pink noise is the softer, more sleep-friendly version. It mimics sounds in nature. Think rainfall, ocean waves, or wind rustling through trees. Unlike the harsh static of white noise, pink noise lowers the intensity of high frequencies, creating a deeper, more relaxing sound blanket. Studies from universities like Northwestern have shown that pink noise not only improves sleep depth, but may also enhance memory. You can find pink noise playlists on streaming services, YouTube, or even download tracks onto a device that doesn't emit bright blue light. Keep the volume low, just enough to hear it without becoming distracting. Another option, short guided meditations designed for sleep. These aren't long spiritual monologues, just a calming voice, often no more than 10 minutes, leading you through deep breathing or a gentle body scan. Many older Americans have found these recordings to be incredibly grounding, especially when anxious thoughts begin to spiral. Picture it like a bedtime story for adults. Steady, reassuring, and focused on calm, not stimulation. Prefer something even more low-key? Try a monotone audiobook. Yes, monotone. This is not the time for thrilling mysteries or gripping biographies. Instead, look for something intentionally bland, a guide to bird species, a collection of nature essays, or a historical account told in a steady, emotionless voice. The goal isn't to be entertained, it's to be gently lulled away from your overthinking. Whatever audio method you choose, avoid using your phone unless it's on night mode with no alerts or bright screen activity. Ideally, use a small speaker or sleep-dedicated audio device with a timer so the sound doesn't play all night. Why does this work? Because your brain is wired to follow rhythms. Repetitive, calming audio acts like a mental metronome, helping the mind slow down and disengage from hyperactive loops. It doesn't distract you, it guides you toward rest. So next time your mind won't stop running at 4 a.m., let sound be your companion. Not noise, not stimulation, but gentle, deliberate audio that leads you out of worry and back into peace. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. doesn't have to feel like a curse. In fact, once you understand what your body and mind are trying to tell you, it can become a surprisingly valuable time. A chance to reset, reflect, and return to rest without judgment or frustration. We've explored 5 practical tools to help you through these early wake-ups. Gentle breathing instead of forcing sleep, smart hydration to support your system, emotional check-ins to lighten your heart, small movements to relax your body, and calming sounds to soothe your restless mind. These aren't quick fixes, they're rituals. Small, respectful ways of working with your body, not against it. If there's one takeaway, it's this. Your sleepless hours aren't wasted. They're whispering messages worth listening to. The aches, the restlessness, the stirring thoughts, they all mean something. And you don't need to fight them. You just need to meet them with kindness, wisdom, and a little curiosity. So here's what I'd love for you to do next. Choose one practice from this video and try it tonight. Maybe it's sipping warm lemon water. Maybe it's writing down a lingering emotion. Or perhaps it's playing pink noise instead of reaching for your phone. Whatever it is, try it with intention and see how your night changes. And if this video helped you, please leave a comment below with the number 5 so I know you're still with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more sleep-friendly, soul-soothing content just for you. Until next time, may your nights be peaceful and your mornings full of strength. Sweet dreams.